Hello everyone, good morning to you again. This morning we're going to cook another very common viand for Filipino if we can find on the table, Filipino table. This is a request from Miss Marivic Lucoson. So you see, I always read your comments. Okay, akala nyo lang ha. And she asked me to show her how to make ampalaya without the bitter taste. Okay, now this is very tricky. Sometimes we end up frustrated because we don't get the result that we expected. Okay, so now I understand that sometimes it is in the tricks, like what you do first, what you add first, and then what follows, how many minutes, simple things like that. Although the ingredients are the same, they would end up the same, the result wouldn't end up the same if you miss some points, very important and crucial points. Okay, this is very simple. I sliced the ampalaya very thinly, and then I soaked it into the water like a brine. I put 2 tablespoons of not 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon full of salt into the water. Okay, and soak it for like 30 minutes. Okay, you can soak it more if you want to, or less, no problem. Okay, we have very simple ingredients. We have garlic, onions, and tomatoes sliced thinly. This much I put like 5 tomatoes, small ones. But I prefer to use very ripe tomatoes because we're after of the juice. Okay, and the eggs, and then when it's hot enough, you add your onions. Okay, I usually, when I saute something, I put my onions first before the garlic, because the garlic boils faster. Okay, and that's the last thing we want, a burnt garlic, because it will make our food awful. Okay. Now the most important part is our tomatoes. Is very important that you put it here first. Until, like saute it first until it becomes soft. Cover it and let it cook for like 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you can see that the tomatoes are already cooked. It's soft. Okay? When you touch it like this, press it, it's soft. Then add like 1.5 or 2 cups of water. The purpose of this is to extract as much as juice from the tomatoes. And then let it boil. Wait until it boils, and then the juice will thicken. Okay. Now while we're doing that, okay, we're going to prepare our ampalaya, our bitter gourd. You see? Okay, focus this one. Okay, look at this. Like the water had turned a little greenish, It means that some of the juice, so we put it into another container with new water to remove the salty and the bitterness. Okay, this is not very bitter anymore, but we can remove by soaking it into a fresh water again. Okay, then we wait till the tomato juice has become sticky. Okay, see? See? Okay, now this time we will need the water that's in the bitter gourd to join here, so this amount of moisture will be able to cook the bitter gourd just enough. Don't stir it like very hard, just stir it like this, turn it upside down, so like everything will be incorporated into the tomato juice. Okay. Slow down your fire and let it cook slowly. We put 1 tablespoon of sugar or more, whatever you prefer, to combat the bitterness. Forget that your fire should be in low. Or it will be cooked prematurely. And our technique will not be so effective. Okay, now there is still some juice from the ampalaya, but at this point we can add slowly our egg. Watch out. I'm not beating my eggs, you see. Just put it here. See? Okay, you notice that like it's slowly cooking on top of the ampalaya. Just leave it here like this and let the egg seep onto the innermost or the under part. Slowly turn it upside down. Okay. And leave it like a little while for the egg to dry up. And then break another one. Turn it upside down again. Then you can decide, see for yourself which part has not been incorporated yet with the egg. So now, you have to check the under part is almost dry. Okay, just very few more liquid. We just need some like 1 minute to let it dry. And then, so that's, at this point, we can taste already our ampalaya. You want to taste it, Mike Giver?
No, thanks.
Or I will do the testing.
You do the testing.
So, Miss Maribik Locoson, this time you have to make your own now. I will show you how to make a very, very delicious barbecue. Chicken barbecue. You know, like, have you tasted the barbecue which, you know, like what my friend, the wife of Dr. Sunny Moreno says, nanunuot sa buto ang sarap. It's like you want to eat even the bones. Okay, so what we'll do is to cook to soak first the chicken thighs into the marinade. Okay, so we're going to make first. I'm using wine. You can use white wine, red wine, whatever wine you have. But I prefer to use fighter wine. I've been using fighter wine for quite like almost a year because of Kulas, you know. He told me fighter wine has like 15 herbs infused into the drink. So I believe it is more healthy. Okay. We'll have 1 cup. I think this is half cup. Or 1 cup. Whatever. As much as this one. Okay. And then half of the amount is soy sauce. Vinegar. By the way, I'm using our very own chemical-free cocoa vinegar. It's we fermented for 1 year before we harvested it. It's also the same vinegar I use for my kaligkig, sukang kaligkig. And our cocoa syrup. You can use also cocoa honey, but this time I want, because I have ready cocoa syrup, so I will use cocoa syrup. Only half of it. And 1 tablespoon of salt. And like 2 teaspoons of black pepper. And we need the bay leaves. Then 1 teaspoon of Spanish paprika, full, teaspoonful. Huh? Cayenne pepper is optional. If you don't want it hot or spicy, don't put a lot, just small. But if you want it like a woofer, no, you can do so. Okay. Mix them well.
Okay.
And then you put your chicken thighs, and oh, especially I don't like chicken thighs, that's why I have my breast. This is for me. This is my share. Okay. We have to marinate it for like 30 minutes. Now after 30 minutes, we are going to boil our chicken into the marinade. Boil it into the marinade. Constantly turning it upside down. So like it would be, the taste would be the same. It would be equal. I'm adding a little more cocoa syrup because I want it to be more, like more sweet and salty, sweet, salty, and sour. Now, if you don't have cocoa syrup, you can use sugar. We add 1 tablespoon of star overness powder. Now we're going to turn it upside down. This is the final phase. We will not overcook it. Just enough to make it a little firm. Okay. We'll just leave it for some like 2 minutes more, and then don't worry with the syrup, the sauce, because we're going to make it as a sauce. Now at this point, we can remove it from the heat. Okay, save it. Okay, and I just put something like half a cup or 1 cup maximum. Okay. See, it's a little darker than the cocoa syrup. After we add cocoa honey, we add more, like 2 or 3 teaspoon, not table, of black pepper. More Spanish paprika. You notice that we add the same ingredients, but we make it more stronger in the sauce. And more Spanish paprika and more cayenne. Want it a little bit hot. Cayenne pepper. Now we add a little more, like 1/4 of vinegar. And most of all, the oyster sauce. 2 small packs of oyster sauce. Now you see, it's now bubbling. It means it's very sticky now. The best sauce. See? Okay. So now, ready to grill. before I forget, shout out to Enrico Avenido, Juan T. of Turin, Italy, and Frankster671 requesting for more 20-minute videos of MacGyver. It's a challenge, MacGyver. Thanks for watching, guys.